All that can be won at the top level of British football is on display at Nottingham this afternoon. The 4 major domestic trophies, 3 of them held by Nottingham Forest, and the FA Cup on the right by Ipswich Town. The 3 Forest trophies, the FA Charity Shield at the back, in which they beat Ipswich earlier this season, the First Division Championship trophy on the left, and in the foreground, the Football League Cup. And one man who helped to win those 3 trophies, Tony Woodcock, who now hopes he's on course for a 4th with his performance in midweek in the European Cup in Athens. And wearing number 10 on the opposite side is Arnold Muren, making his first appearance for Ipswich in front of the Match of the Day cameras since he was signed at the beginning of the season from the Dutch club 20 Enschede. 6 of the players who were on duty for Ipswich on Cup final day are still out with an assortment of injuries, so the team is weakened again. Terry Butcher plays in the back 4. He made his debut on the programme at Everton last season, you may remember. The midfield is heavily packed, and up front at number 9, 19-year-old Alan Brazil, who despite his surname comes from Scotland, gets his first full game in the Football League. He's played before as a substitute, but that role today is filled by Trevor Wymark, as Ipswich come here with a quite definite tactical plan. Nottingham Forest have left out 2 of their successful European Cup team. Larry Lloyd is replaced at number 5 by David Needham, and Archie Gemmell is replaced in midfield by Martin O'Neill. Also missing today, manager Brian Clough, who left with his family for a holiday last night in Spain, but his assistant Peter Taylor makes the point quite clearly that neither Lloyd nor Gemmell are injured. And the start of the match held up, and Paul Cooper isn't quite sure what to do about that. And finally, the policeman from behind the Trent end helps out. Referee Shaw having to delay the kick-off, but seeing the funny side of it. Ipswich are wearing white today, playing from the left, and they may have a surprise in store with their tactics as they bid to end this Forest run of 36 unbeaten league games. Because in the early minutes, watch Mick Mills, the Ipswich number 7, because I think he's going to mark John Robertson tight, leaving this man, George Burley, the right-back, to fill in the space behind. That's the way Ipswich hope they can stifle all that Forest do down their left-hand side. And it was the left-hand side that really undid Ipswich in the Charity Shield when they lost 5-0. There's Burley, he's just playing in the space. Pushing by Frank Clark. That was Viv Anderson with the header. Forest's last league defeat as long ago as last November when they lost at Leeds. Burley for Ipswich. Woods. Goal kick. Clive Woods can play on either flank. He did plenty of damage, you'll remember, at the end of last season in that Cup semi-final and final. Here's Bowyer for Forest. Woodcock. Lovely turn past Osman. O'Neill's coming in. Good header out by Muren. On the post there, the Dutchman. That was a good clearance too by him, because Martin O'Neill was coming in from the far post where Forest scores so many goals. Ipswich have been playing rather better away than at home recently, particularly in the league, and they've got 1 or 2 useful points away. Beat Southampton and drew at Coventry by playing a fairly tight game. A little bit against their better instincts, and they've started today in very cagey fashion, getting players back and perhaps hoping to catch Forest on the break. Been playing 10 minutes now. Brazil to Talbot. Good run through by Walk. This is Burley though. Talbot. Tibbett. Woods. Nice jinking run by Clive Woods. Butcher. Talbot. Walk. Butcher. There's Needham's header, but straight to Woods. Talbot getting well forward again. Here's Muren. Mills. It's a good run again by Talbot across the area. See how he put the pressure on Burns there. Muren. John Walk. Oh, and he's onside as well, Woods. McGovern got in and stopped him. Well, there was an opening there for Ipswich. Brian Talbot very much involved early on, but Woods it was who had the clear chance just for a split second before McGovern got to him. Here's Burley. Mills. That's awkward for the defence. It's Brazil. But finally taken away very menacingly by O'Neill. Covered so much ground there and found Anderson. In the middle, Woodcock and Birtles. Anderson again. Osman who got up. Now McGovern for Forest. Bowyer. Wide to Robertson. Two of them again, you see, just standing off him. Burley and Mills. And he still gets round the back. Oh, and a hand went up there, did it? Well, an arm went up in that defence. I'm not sure it made contact, but it was a close thing. McGovern. Nicely for O'Neill. Oh! Martin O'Neill. Well, he scored two against Ipswich in the Charity Shield, and now he's on target again. McGovern made it possible, but O'Neill struck it well. It may have got a slight deflection there off the defender, and it flew in. So, with only 12 minutes gone, Nottingham Forest, the team that nobody apparently can stop, take the lead. Now, what happens now to the Ipswich tactics? Will they change them, or will they keep them the same? Burley. This is Woods. Shilton getting his defence sorted out. Teams are sometimes vulnerable when they've just scored. Talbot. There's Mills. Butcher, number 5 for Ipswich. Little push maybe by Woodcock on Osman. Paul Cooper, the goalkeeper there, showing a little bit of experience because his two centre-backs, Osman and Butcher, not quite so experienced as he is, nor indeed as the normal pair, Hunter and Beattie. O'Neill for Forest. Anderson's made a good run, look at that. They've got support here, and oh, Birtles looks and wonders why it didn't go in. I thought for a moment, even after Birtles played it, it took a defender's deflection. Woodcock nearly put it in, but it's a corner. Made possible by Viv Anderson. Bowyer. Here's Robertson. Lovely skill from Robertson. Woodcock. Birtles, not quite. Tibbett was in. And so was Clark. That's fascinating, that little personal battle between Clark and Woods. Given away by Ipswich, this is O'Neill. Good skills. Well, he's had his differences with the management here. That's an open secret, but when they bring him back, he seems to play with renewed zest. Russell Osman to Alan Brazil. Beaten by Bowyer. And Woodcock again holds them off and finds O'Neill. Just can't contain him. Well, in the end, Woodcock wanted the ball played, but O'Neill, understandably, couldn't resist the urge to go on. He beat three. Woods. Muren's on the far side. And here's Muren. A classic left foot he's got, but a classic piece of goalkeeping, simply because Shilton hasn't had anything to say for most of the match. But when he's called upon, his concentration is there, and he makes a save as clean as that. Well, it's the Shilton is better than Clements song that the Trent End are singing, and there are many people in football now at the highest level, that's what we're talking about with these two goalkeepers, who believe that to be true. Will Shilton get his England place back, I wonder? O'Neill again. Now Robertson. Birtles has gone near post. Coming into injury time at the end of the first half. Clark for Forest. Well, the applause of the crowd reflecting what a good half that was. Nottingham Forest lead, thanks to that shot by Martin O'Neill. There could have been more goals, but for Cooper in the Ipswich goal. And Ipswich themselves had the odd moment or two in a fast and entertaining half. The minimum of free kicks, both sides looking to play attacking football. Got a feeling it may have been Terry Butcher who just slightly deflected that Martin O'Neill shot, but if he did, it was perhaps unlucky for the goalkeeper. So Forest get the second half going, and one still blinks at their record. Just one defeat in their last 55 competitive matches, leading here by a goal to nil. Robertson. Burns is in the area this time. There's Birtles. Tried to setting it up for Woodcock there. Bowyer. There's Frank Clark. Muren. There's O'Neill. Birtles. Woodcock, offside, the linesman says. Birtles who put it through, gets the applause. But Woodcock offside. Here's Muren. Bowyer. O'Neill wanting it square. Anderson coming forward as well, number 2. Bowyer, Woodcock, Robertson, McGovern, good challenge by Burley, Bowyer, Clark, Forest forced to go wide again. Here's Woodcock, Clark once more, blocked by Muren. Then McGovern got it back to Bowyer. Deflection, great save. Oh, fine piece of goalkeeping, because that was deflected wickedly. That was set up for Bowyer's shot, and as the ball changed direction, so did Cooper. Anderson. Woodcock. Anderson again. Well, was he shoved by Osman? No strong appeal from Forest players, I must say. Here's Bowyer. That was a nice, enterprising piece of play from Viv Anderson. Started the move, went for the return, and then Osman knocked him down, but the referee said not intentionally, and play waved on. Should be said at that point that Forest players are told very firmly never to argue with the referee. And Ipswich, I think, are poised to make a substitution. Trevor Wymark joining the attack. And the man coming off is Mick Mills, the skipper. Maybe got a knock, but also maybe got enough now in that tactical role on Robertson, which he played. Header by Bowyer there. Lots of ricochets, and here's Brazil. Walk out to Woods, Ipswich forward in numbers. Which means they could get outnumbered at the back. This is Birtles, little swing at the legs by Russell Osman. And the referee, I think, may want to say something about that, and perhaps even produce the yellow card. So it's Osman who's cautioned for that untidy challenge on Birtles. Burns takes the kick then. Osman's header out, McGovern's header back. The attendance this afternoon, by the way, at Nottingham is just under 29,000. I do feel that perhaps with their record of success, they're entitled to expect over 30. Now it's Bowyer. McGovern. O'Neill. Swerving. Well stopped. And look at that applause by the other goalkeeper. Peter Shilton appreciates the acrobatics of Paul Cooper, because the shot was swerving there from O'Neill, it moved in flight, and Cooper emphasises what a good match he's had. Nice gesture from Shilton at the other end. So, Forest still unbeaten this season, and while Brian Clough suns himself in Spain, his team extend their league run to 37 games unbeaten. But for Paul Cooper in the Ipswich goal, they might have added to that one that they did score. Even that was deflected past him, scored by O'Neill, deflected off Butcher, I think. But O'Neill's goal proved enough. And although Ipswich had their moments, they never quite had the striking power to unsettle Forest, who win by the only goal to complete a very successful week.